sunrise events that are held all over the Philippines and now in Vietnam too. I think they just do an amazing job with running such a world-class event. I think triathlon in the Philippines is just getting bigger and bigger every year, and I'm very proud to be part of Team Alaska and part of the development of triathlon in the Philippines. The course for tomorrow at the 5150 Regent Subic Bay Triathlon it's a bit of a difficult one out there. The swim is absolutely beautiful. It's crystal clear in the water, but if you do get a bit of wind, there can be a bit of chop, which makes things interesting and is perfect for someone like me who's a stronger swimmer. The ride is quite hilly actually. I was really surprised last year racing here for the first time, just how hilly and technical the bike course is. So I think you really have to keep your wits about you when you're out there. The run course, typical Philippine style, it's very hot, very humid, and I think that's the biggest thing that takes a toll on the athletes out there is that heat and humidity, and just trying to stay cool when you're out there on that run course, because it's different to the ride where you don't have that breeze on you as much, because you're not cutting through the air at 40 kilometers an hour, you're cutting through the air at maybe 15, 16, 17 kilometers an hour on the run if you're having a good day. I've done a lot of racing, and after Vietnam 70.3 around 3-4 weeks ago, I knew that I needed to have a little bit of time off. I unfortunately had my first ever Ironman 70.3 DNF at that race, and for me that was very hard to take, but heading forward I think you've always got to look forward, look towards the next one, and this race has been a priority for me after winning the race last year. I think as a defending champion, I owe it to myself and those who support me as well as the race to be here in the best shape that I possibly can be in, and really try and go for that two-time win at this event. That's something that I've been thinking about for the last 12 months after winning this race last year. So it's a challenge and an opportunity, and that's how I'm looking at it, as an opportunity to defend the title and just give everything that I've got on race day. The biggest advice that I can give to people is just have fun out there. It sounds really cliche to say it, but this sport is about having fun and really enjoying the journey and getting to that finish line. My biggest tip for the swim leg would just be to be as calm as you can and be calm, collected, and just go about your business in that kind of fashion. I think with that mass swim start, a lot of people get really nervous about that, and being that it is that one loop swim course over the 1.5 kilometers, it's a unique opportunity to just have those two turn buoys. So it really is a straight out swim, turn the corner and then turn another corner and come back in. So it's a simple swim course, but the key is just to stay calm and confident and just go about your business in your own way, and get out of the swim as fresh as possible, ready to hit that bike course where it's going to be extremely hilly and hot out there. It's a challenging bike course where I think you really have to just keep your wits about you, making sure you're paying attention of what's coming up, and as well as your pacing and your perceived effort out there. I know I've got a power meter on my bike, and so I'll be looking at that quite a lot during the course of the bike leg to make sure I'm staying on track and on target to get off the bike and have a really great run leg. And on the run course, I think it's really important to just stay cool, pouring water over your head, putting ice in your hat. If you've got like a mesh run hat, that's really, really great because you can store ice in the hat and pour water over your head, which helps you to stay cool. So for me, that's the one thing that I'll just be thinking about when I'm out there on that run course, is staying cool. And again, similar to the bike leg, is just controlling your pacing. The fastest way to run 10K is to run consistently from start to finish, which I think a lot of people forget sometimes, like going out a little bit too hard than probably what they should. And I've been as guilty as anyone doing that in the past. So for me, and my advice to people is overall have fun. That swim, stay calm, collected and cool out there. The bike, just focus on your pacing, and on the run, stay cool. The next big one for me will be the Asia Pacific Championships in Cebu. It'll be my third time to Cebu racing. I've had a really great race the first year that I was there, finishing second, which I was very, very happy about, and that was actually my first time ever racing in the Philippines. So I've got fond memories of Cebu. Following that, I'll be really focusing on the IT Long Distance World Championships in Oklahoma in late September. Last year I actually used the Regent 5150 as my preparation for that, and I headed on to Europe and finished 9th at last year's IT Long Distance World Championships, and I was also 8th the year before in China at that same World Championships event. So for me, I'd love to be on the podium at that World Championships, and that's going to be a huge focus for the rest of my year, as well as coming back at the end of the year for Bohol 5150 and trying to defend my 5150 win at that race as well.